What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna be doing the deletes for the plenum. So I took off the plenum. I don't know if you watch all the videos. So I changed the TPU and that wasn't working. So I checked the injectors, and the injector was a problem with the car. So all of them were bad because the car has been sitting for 10 years. So I have to replace all of them, all the injectors, and I have to upgrade it to the new version of the injectors. So I got the injectors over here, as you can see. So I ordered new injectors, so I'm gonna be replacing these old injectors. This is the phase 1 injectors. They never has been changed. These original ones from the car. As you can see, it's all dirty right there, probably clogged, and that's why I was having issues with the fuel. So I checked the pressure, and I was losing fuel, so the car wouldn't start. So I tried some starter fluid. The car started right up, so I knew I had problems with the fuel. So I checked the injectors, and none of them are working. They all corroded. I don't know if you can see in there, but they all greenish in there. They all corroded. And I did some tests. Hook up a battery, a 9-volt battery, and see if it clicks. None of them clicks. Probably one of them clicked. I don't exactly remember. And also check with a voltmeter, and they almost were really off. So I'm gonna be replacing that. But I took the plenum off, and today what I'm gonna be doing is the bypass for the water lines. As you can see right here, this is the bottom of the plenum. So when you take the plenum off, you have to replace the gasket. As you can see, it's broken, or it's coming off in pieces right now. I just look at that. So you gotta take the old gasket, you gotta order a new one and replace it. Okay, so that's the first thing. You remember you need to replace this, because it's gonna break no matter what you do. So they're pretty cheap. I think I paid $13 for mine. And the deletes that we're gonna be doing today is the water lines. So Nissan did some water lines under the plenum. So over here it's like a little heater. So when you start the car, the water gonna go through here and heat the plenum. So for the emission test, it will pass. So some kind of stuff like that. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but that's what I read, and that's what I understood. So don't take my word for it, but I can tell you what I'm gonna be doing today. So I'm gonna be taking all these water lines that comes from here. So there's 2 screws right here, and all this have to go. So we're gonna take all these lines. This one right here. This one's right here. This one. I'm gonna check what else I'm gonna be taking off. I believe I gotta take this off. This one definitely goes. And right here, we're gonna be taking these 2 bolts right here. So all these right here is gonna be gone. This right here is not gonna be there no more. So that's why I cut these hoses. Because if you want to try to take them off, they really pain in the, you know, they're really pain. So what I did is just cut this thing off while I was taking the plenum off. Okay, also I'm gonna be sanding this plenum. I'm gonna be repainting the plenum and make it look good, so I can put it back in the car after I do all the deletes. So let me start doing the deletes, and I'm gonna explain what I did. Okay, guys, so for this project we're gonna need a razor blade, or a blade, something to cut these hoses off, some long nose pliers, flathead screwdriver, just a small one just in case, and 10mm socket, so we can take these bolts out. So I took off the gasket, or whatever I can, and I got a little piece right here. So I'm gonna go with the razor blade, and I'm gonna just take the rest off. As you can see, it's pretty easy with the razor blade because they get stuck in there. So we're gonna clean this off really good, really well, and put everything back. Like I said, I'm gonna be painting it, so I'm gonna clean it really well and spray it and all the good stuff. So the first thing we're gonna do is take this right here. So we're gonna need the also another pair of pliers. This one is better for this kind of stuff. So this one is actually the one that you need. So I'm gonna just lift it up all the way up. And to take this off, it's way easier to cut this part right here, so get it loose. Okay, then grab some gloves. I don't want to hurt myself. I always do doing this kind of stuff, so be safe. It's the best way to do stuff. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna cut this right here, this hose, so it's way easier to take this thing off once I unbolt this two right here. So I'm gonna take this right off. Okay, so it's been here for a long time, so it's welded together, so that's why I need this knife. So as you can see, it comes loose pretty good, or pretty fast, or whatever you want to call it. So let me clean this off. Same thing with this one right here. If you're planning to reuse this hoses, all you need to do is get some lube, DW40 or anything that you think is good for your oil, penetrating oil, so many out there, and just use a screwdriver and get in there, get it loose as much as possible. So once it's loose, get the DW40. Once you insert the screwdriver and you spray it in there. Okay, so once you do that, it should be pretty easy to take off, and just use your pair of pliers, move this thing away from here, and this should pop right off. Just move it back and forward. It's gonna tie in there. So just in case you're planning to use reuse these hoses for something else, you know, that's the way I do it. And it does work. I'm not gonna reuse them. I ordered everything new. As you can see, that's the way you do it. But it's always good to have extra ones. So, by the way, save these clamps. You might need them later on once you put everything back, because they get lost pretty quick. So same thing over here. Move it away. Now let me go back and forward. So there you go. That's how you take this off without breaking the actual hose. So if you want to reuse them for something else, I don't recommend doing it because especially this one, this been there sitting for like 10 years. So we definitely don't want that back in there. Also, if you want to cut this off, you can do that as well. You can cut it and drill to make it look more neat. It's up to you. I'm gonna be taking this one off. This one was a pain like I said before, to take off. That's why you need the small ones. Sorry, this is rusty. So I'm gonna use the long nose. Same thing. Right here. Take this off. There you go. And for me, the easiest way is just break this thing open and take the hose off. So this is how you do it. So we got most of this side off. So this one is a vacuum hose. It's gonna stay there, I believe so. Or maybe not. I gotta check on that one. I don't think it stays there. Then it removes as well. So this part is clean. This you're gonna leave there. That's PCV. This is the PCV on the passenger side, and this is the PCV on the driver's side. So, and also this one is a pain to take out. So, what I did is I cut this thing off. It's pretty, oh my gosh, hard as a rock. It's been sitting there for so long. So I'm gonna replace it. So let me just remove this right here. Take this out of here and just cut it. So I can remove it out of here. So here we have it. Pretty easy. I'm gonna clean that off. Okay. So we have this one right here to do. So let me just unclip this. Okay. It's too freaking hard, so I'm just gonna cut that thing off. I'm not gonna need it. And let me open it again. Okay, so once I remove these two bolts, let me cut this one as well. We're not gonna be needing this one. So I'm gonna cut it right in the middle so I can actually use those two bolts and take the whole thing apart. I'm gonna do this one as well. And after I take this off, I can actually take everything the way it's supposed to be. So the best way to do is just cut it, then take this off, and then pry this off and cut it with the razor blade. Like I said, if you want to save the hoses, it's up to you. You can do that, but it's gonna be a little bit more of a pain. The hoses are pretty cheap. Okay, let me try to do it without breaking the hoses. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. So to show you guys that it's actually possible to do it. And anyways, it's good to have more hoses than less. Okay, break this off. Okay, so let me take the bolts off over here. Okay. So we got one more bolt right here at the front. I have to take it off so we can take the assembly off. It's actually right here. I don't know if you can see it right here. So let me take that off. So I can actually take this whole assembly off. Okay, let me move this forward a little more. Here we have it. And we just gotta pry this thing off. There you go. We don't need that anymore. And now we're gonna just do this one right here. Okay. Okay. Grab this. Move it back and forward. There you go. And just wiggle it and put it back. There you go. That was the last one. And I'm gonna put this one back. We need this one to go back on the throttle body. I mean, no, the throttle body is over here. Just put it back over here where you take it off from. So you secure this part. Okay, so that's back in there. Put all the bolts on the side. And right now, we got one more thing to do. And it's to take this hoses right here. So I'm gonna take this bracket off and take that. Oh, sorry about that. So you gotta take these two bolts. Okay. There's one more down here. Remove this, take this bracket off, and just put this back in here. Okay, so basically we finished with the deletes. Everything is off. So what we're gonna do next is sand this plenum off, clean it up, sand it, repaint it, and make it look good again, actually. So I'm gonna start working on that. To clean it, I'm gonna use a lacquer thinner. So I'm gonna just clean it up really well, then sand it, clean it again, and primer, paint, and all the good stuff. So let's do that. Okay guys, so I took everything off. I took the throttle body, as you can see, everything apart. So you gotta take the bolts out. You're gonna need these hex bit sockets to take that off. These the ones that go hooked up over here. And I got the plenum ready. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sand it, brush wire with a brush wire, and then I'm gonna do it with a 400 grit sandpaper to go in the small areas. And then I'm gonna be using the BHT high temperature paint. So I got the silver one, so it will look good. All right, so let's sand this off and see how it comes. So now that I sand it, looks pretty good. I'm just gonna wipe it off with some lacquer thinner to clean everything, and then I'm gonna start throwing the paint. Okay. Also, I'm gonna be covering these throttle bodies. This is gonna be black, so I gotta take this off. I gotta cut these parts right here because we don't need them anymore to make it look better and neat. So I'm gonna cover this part right here, so I'm just gonna paint the throttle body, make it look good. So I want this silver and this part right here black. So that's the way we're gonna do it. It looks pretty good. Sand it as small as I can, and like I said, I'm just gonna wipe it off, and the paint should stick pretty well. It looks really clean for what it was before, and hopefully it's gonna come up the way I want it. So as you can see, it's pretty clean. Just wipe it out. I cover all the holes so no debris goes inside. So make sure you cover all the holes so you don't get no debris inside the plenum. And then we're gonna start spraying this puppy and see how it come up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is cut all these water lines that we're not gonna use. So I'm gonna use a grinder to do that. that's the first coat. We're gonna let it dry for like 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're gonna apply the second coat. And then we're gonna turn it around, and we're gonna do 3 coats on the top. So I'm gonna do 2 coats on the bottom and 3 coats on top. So we just gotta wait until it dries. Okay, so I did the 2 coats in the back. I'm gonna show you at the end the results. So I'm gonna start doing the top. I'm gonna do the first coat on the top, and then we're gonna do 2 more coats, so the total is gonna be 3 coats. So that's the first coat. I'm gonna wait 10 minutes, and we're gonna do the second coat. Okay, so I'm gonna do the last coat, and let's see how it come up. Guys, now you just gotta wait to dry. You gotta put everything back together and put it back in the car. All right, so let's do that. I'm just gonna wrap it up for today, and I'm gonna come back tomorrow and take a look at of the Plenum. Okay guys, so it being the next day, so as you can see, it looks amazingly nice, perfect, on my opinion. So you can see it looks really nice. Also, I grind this part right here because I'm doing the new style injectors. So you have to grind the number 1 injector where it goes. So I don't know if you can see right there. So this right here was up to here. So I grind it around. So I have a space for the new connector for the new injector. So you gotta do that if you upgrading the injectors. Sorry about that. And also, as you can see right here, I took the valve cover, the black valve covers, and I'm gonna paint them glossy black like I did with the throttle body. I don't know, I didn't record that, my battery died on my camera, but as you can see, it have glossy black finish, really nice. And also I spray it with some BHT gloss clear. So I did 2 coats for the gloss clear on the Plenum, just to be on the safe side, so it protects it better, so no scratches or chips after. That BHT glossy clear is actually cheap, something like that. Let me just show you. If you can see, cheap resistant right there. So this is the one that I got, the BHT engine enamel gloss clear. So just to be on the safe side, so if you're gonna do something, do it right. So basically I got everything covered. I haven't put the throttle body back together because I ordered the gaskets for it. So if you take those off to paint a different color, so I might as well just paint it the same color, but I want it to look different, so I have to take the throttle bodies out of the Plenum. So the gasket broke, so I went to AutoZone and they didn't have it, so I have to order online. So I'm waiting to get the gaskets pretty soon, like in a couple of days, probably tomorrow, the next day after tomorrow, I don't know. But as soon as I get it, I'll put everything back together. By the time I get the gaskets, the valve covers are gonna be paint. So that's gonna go in the engine black, glossy black with the silver. And I'm not gonna show you on this video, but I'm gonna do the new style injectors. I took 2 of the injectors already out, but I'm gonna make a video just on how to do it. Alright, so some of you might have problem taking those out. Remember, this car has been sitting for 10 years and they kind of stuck in there. So I'm gonna show you the method that I'm using to loosen them up, and I'm gonna show you how to install the new one, but that's gonna be for the next video. So This video I just wanted to show you how to do the deletes on the plenum and how to paint the plenum. So as you can see, it's really nice. Hopefully it looks as good as mine. Like it's totally different from the camera. It looks amazingly nice, like it's brand new. That back there is the IACP, something like that, the air valve. So I didn't paint that because that goes in the back anyways, so you can even see it. And I cut the bracket off, so when you take that off, remember I have to take the bracket, so I cut it off and put it back in there just to fit really nice with the bolts, because this is one side. So I grind it out with my grinder right there. Just to actually to close. So I got my grinder and I cut that. Also I cut every single metal lines that I had before. Like I showed you at the beginning of the video, I had these lines going over here, so I grind them off. Same thing on the other side right there, and I did the same thing on the throttle bodies. Let me show you where it goes. So right here, I don't know if you can see, this is supposed to be something hanging over here and another one over here. So this is the heater, the one that I used to heat the plenum for the mission. So I took that off and it looks really nice and neat. I grind the springs because they were all rusty, and they look brand new right now. It's gonna look really nice after I'm done. Hopefully everything runs the way I want it to run. I'm gonna reuse the gaskets that I have on the valve covers. They're pretty new, as you can see. So no slush. What I like about this car, the guy who sold me the car told me that he put a new engine on it, and I can tell it is a new engine because there's no sludge on the valves or anything like that. It looks good inside. I'm gonna show you next. That's my son right there.
Bob.
Yes.
My phone died.
I'm sorry for that. I'm recording for YouTube. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so this is gonna wrap up the video. I'm gonna make the other video for the fuel injectors, and after I show you the fuel injectors, I'm gonna make another video and how to put everything back together. Sorry guys that I didn't make a video on how to take the plenum out, but because of work and the time, it's not the best time for me. It's a lot of work and I couldn't do it in the daytime, and it was dark, so I was working with actually a work light that I have it right there. So I took most of the plenum while I come back after work, so I couldn't record or anything like that. It took me around 3 hours at night time, and on one Sunday I took it out in another 3 hours, so 6 hours just to take it for the first time, because all those little lines that we saw that has been deleted. So now basically all we're gonna have is the two lines right there. There's 1 and 2, and it's gonna be pretty easy from now on to take the plenum off. Alright, so thank you for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you like the video. Anything you get to say, I'm not any expert, I'm not a mechanic. I know about cars because I have been dealing with my own cars since I remember. So you know, when you broke, you gotta try to do your own things. So that's what I've been doing. And I just trying to show you the way I'm doing it, so you can learn something from here. So if you got any advice or anything to say, I know a lot of 300Z owners out there that probably have something to say. You can help me out. I will appreciate that. So don't judge me. If I do something wrong, just try to correct me so I can get it right. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.